anchor's up. Got one reef in the mainsail, got the full jib out, moving along pretty nicely. Got a few projects done on the boat this morning, so feeling good. Just that one step closer to having the perfect boat where everything works. Maybe one day, you never know. Well, we had great wind for the first 4 miles. We made it from there to here, and now there is no wind. So I dropped the sails and we wait. Probably gonna go for a swim in a little bit. Boat's a little bit rolly here. Don't want to drop this phone. Got some potatoes, peppers, and meat for lunch. We are moving again. Actually moving pretty good. Not quite as, the wind was forecast to be 12 to 17 knots all day long. And just lightening up to 10 to 15 overnight. I mean, now we've got maybe 8 knots of wind, maybe 7. But it's been really inconsistent today. It's been dying completely. I've had to drop the sails about 7 times. Drop them, raise them, drop them, put them back up again, put them back down again. I suppose I could motor, but I mean, I shouldn't have to. The forecast said there's supposed to be good wind. Well, I mean, we're moving now, so I can't complain. We made it 10 whole miles. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. haven't made it very far. So the plan will be to go to this island here, and I think that's about 8 miles away. I'm actually need to adjust our course just a little bit. We can go there, get some dinner, and then head on over to the next island overnight. We'll do an overnight sail. I've seen a whole lot of boats, so I think we can just sail overnight. And the next island's maybe 25 nautical miles away. It's like a sunken volcano, like a crescent shape. It looks pretty cool. Here we are in the bay. It's a new region. There is our island right here. Ooh, look at that guy. Nice. Friendly guy. Doesn't even run away. We are underway again. Just sailed out of the anchorage. A few boats here. And we went just got some dinner and some groceries on shore. Unfortunately, it got dark before I made it to town, so I couldn't really film much. But now we're sailing. We'll sail through the night. I think it's about 20 or 30 nautical miles to get to our next destination. And pretty light winds, but we got plenty of time. I'm gonna take the rest of the jib out now. I like to leave it a little bit furled when I'm sailing around other boats so I can see. But I don't think we'll have many other boats now going forward. And we can turn our spotlight off. And one of my, what do you call it? Ultrasonic hull cleaners. You hear that? Listen to that noise. It started making a weird noise. The other one doesn't do that. I'm gonna turn this one off because it's annoying me. Maybe it came undone. I'll have to go look at it one day. Pretty great stars tonight. Oh, so many. We made it about 10 miles before the wind died, so not quite halfway, maybe a third. I set my threshold alarm to 6 knots, so if we get some wind speed tonight, that'll wake me up. Just gonna switch the anchor alarm, anchor light, and sleep for a few hours. Here we are the next morning, about 6 miles to go. I can see the islands. Had some decent wind for a few hours over the night. I mean, that's how we got here. And you can see land out there. We're moving. I just rolled in a little bit of jib to tighten it up so now it's not flapping so much. Speed's 1.5 knots. And we're gonna go just over here. That's where it's shallow. Anywhere around this side I think is the best side to anchor. I'm making some breakfast while I wait for us to get into our anchorage. Just the eggs and cheese and tomato. That's good. I think the caldera is up here. Coming up on the anchorage here. I expect big crowds out the boats. We'll have to anchor about half mile away from the hot springs, and we'll just dinghy around to the hot springs and the caldera. Maybe we can hike around. See what this place has to offer. I was gonna anchor here, but it's pretty rocky down there. So I dropped my anchor here, and I put a trip line out. That's what that plastic bottle is. It's a line going straight down to the top of the anchor. But I'm kind of worried one of these catamarans is going to run over it. Maybe I should switch it with a fender. It's a little brighter and shorten up the line a little bit too. So we are right up against the rocks here. Hopefully I can get this anchor to set. I will back down on it now, I think. So I just asked this tour boat if the mooring buoys were public or private, and they said they belonged to the tour boat company. But then he said I could use it after 7 p.m., between 7 p.m. and 10 in the morning, because they won't rerun the tours then. So that was nice of them. I think I might take them up on that. He says there's moorings all around these little, they're called the caldera. So maybe I will stick around here. I'm a little bit apprehensive of the rope snagging around some rocks and shaping through, or just not setting well if the wind shifts. So that'd be nice to have a mooring. So they gave me a bunch of water bottles and food. Super awesome of them. Oh, and beer too. Nice. Let's take a look at Google Earth now so we can see where we're at. I know lots of people are curious about where I actually am on the map. So we're in Santorini, the island there, and we're in the very middle, and this is where I anchored, between these rocks here. And we'll take the dinghy just around this corner over to the, it says there's a hot spring where there's some funky looking reddish water. Might be interesting. And then we'll shoot over across the other side. I think that's where the crater is. Let's check out some of that too. Oh, it's cool. We can go in kind of perspective view. You can see kind of the topology, the 3D view of the terrain. So that's what it looks like. I'm liking it. Pretty cool Google Earth. All right, let's go see it in real life. Okay, we are going fully loaded on the dinghy. Got the mask, of course. Gonna bring an anchor and some extra rope. And got my life jacket, spare pump, motor, paddles. Got it all. And I'm gonna bring my shore bag. The shore bag has been like constantly evolving, but I don't know, like it seems a little silly, but it's one of the things I think about the most, and like I've been kind of refining over the years. So like right now I either use, if I'm gonna be swimming, I've been using this Gill waterproof bag. Gill sent me this one, but I think any of them are really fine. They're never completely waterproof, so I put an extra Ziploc or dry bag or something if I need to do stuff. So I always keep a pair of Crocs and socks in there for longer trips. Then I got the fanny pack because these things got no organization, right? And you got all these knickknacks you gotta bring. But I'm gonna swim sometimes up to half a mile to shore. I gotta have everything, you know. If my phone dies, I gotta have a way to charge it. So I have this little spare phone battery, you know, keep the wallet, the pencil, headlamp, you know, so you can find a way back to the boat, because you never know how long you're gonna be ashore. A little toilet paper, you never know. Air tag, sunny. Oh, and some Sam Sailing stickers if in case they're running any fans. And if I'm not gonna swim, then I replace the gill dry bag with my Z-Packs Arcall 55 liter, I think. This thing weighs nothing when it's empty, and it can hold just a ton of groceries. I could do a whole, like a month-long trip of groceries in that bag. But then when it's not full, it's also not like this massive like thing, and it's got enough support to carry the heavy loads, but it doesn't like, it's not bulky when it's empty too, which I really love. But they are expensive, and they have gone up even more. I bought it on eBay. I can't afford it. I think it's like $400 now. All right, we are fully loaded. I usually don't like carrying this much stuff in the thing. I think these are the hot springs up here. You see the sulfury water. Ew. Interesting spot, I guess. Look at the watercolor. So much red. Can't see if I'm gonna hit a rock either. I don't know if I want to swim in that. All right, here we are. Oh, there's some bubbles. Stick my feet in there. Oh, bubbles there. Cool. Our volcanic hot springs. I don't feel very warm. Okay, let's sail over to the other. Over there to the main volcano, I think. Another spot across the way. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Look when the propeller disturbs the water. Turns black. Neat. I mean, these rocks are actually kind of cool. I think I want to see one of these villages or towns on the rim. They look pretty cool. Alright, that's what we'll do tonight. Okay, we just pulled the anchor here. We're gonna sail around just 6 miles around the south side of the island. Look at the train of tour boat catamarans just as far as you can see. Now we're sailing. Wind started a little light, but picked up once we got away from the island. Filling the dinghy. gonna try this red beach over here. Still quite a few catamarans there too. Can't get away from them. So we are coming in here. It looks like these guys are on moorings because there's all boulders down there. Not a big fan of anchoring on boulders. So I think there might be some sand by this cliff here. Where that blue boat's going. All right, I think that's looks kind of like stones, pebbles maybe. Got the anchor set. I left my little I don't know, trip line. Kind of nice in case it does get stuck on a rock. There's a few boulders over there and all around there, so you never know. Kind of cool. You can see where the anchor is too.
We're anchored at Red Beach on the south side of Santorini now, and I'm going to row ashore and find a village, a little town where I can get something for dinner. Looks like there might be some places just up here. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time when I sail over to Kos and I learned that there's almost as much bureaucracy trying to check out of Greece as there was checking into Greece. If you enjoy this video, maybe you'd be interested in checking out one of my other videos that YouTube has recommended. There's over 300. You might not have seen them all. And make sure you're subscribed too. If you got something out of the video, maybe subscribe. Or if you want to even buy me a drink, there's links of how you could do that in the description. I'll see you guys next time.